So, very good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of the organizing committee, I am welcoming to all the dignitaries, our eminent speakers for the day, and participants on this second day of faculty development program on future trends in machine learning and data science driven IoT applications FTMLDSA-IoT 2025, organized by the Department of CSC Data Science in association with the Internal Quality Assurance Cell of Haldia Institute of Technology and Autonomous NIRF Rank Institute under IQAC Haldia. In collaboration with the Department of CSC Budge Institute of Technology and the Department of CSC Dr. Sudhir Chandra Institute of Technology and Sports Complex. Please follow the session attentively on the respective platforms as usual. You can put up your questions for our eminent speakers via the designated chat box, and the attendance form link will be shared in the chat box during the session, and it will remain open for approximately 1 hour. So please ensure you submit your response within the given time frame. আরে আমি হেডফোনটাই তো কানেক্ট করিনি। So we are honored to have Dr. Chinmay Ghorai with us today. Dr. Ghorai did his PhD at the Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, Shibpur, Howrah. He received his BTech degree in Computer Science and Engineering from the Government College of Engineering and Ceramic Technology, Kolkata, and MTech degree in Information Technology from A.K. Choudhury School of Information Technology, Rajabhaja Science College, University of Calcutta. He has published many work in reputed journals, IEEE transactions, and peer-reviewed conferences. He has 4 granted patents and has also filed 10 additional patents. He reviews various international journals like IEEE transactions on intelligent transportation systems, IEEE Internet of Things journals, vehicular communication SBI, ad hoc network journals, etc. His research interests include vehicular ad hoc network, electric vehicle, and Internet of Things. So, presently he is working as an assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering at Jadavpur University. So, without any further delay, I am delighted to invite Dr. Chinmay Ghorai sir. Uh, Welcome, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Team FTMLDSA-IoT 2025 for inviting me as a speaker. And thank you for your nice introduction. And without further delay, let me start. Is it visible? The slide is visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. So today, actually, I would like to emphasize the basics of IoT solutions from sensors to any IoT devices, and finally go for patent. Little bit about fundamental, then what is things, then followed by communication criteria, web of things, what is industrial IoT, some broad research area, some applications, some developed product we have developed, and the last one is the patent registrations in India. So this is one diagram where, as you see, that some PDAs, laptops, maybe tab or mobile phones are connected over the internet. I think all of you nowadays know this term, Internet of Things. Can anyone tell me, is it Internet of Things or not? The diagram, as you see, that some PDAs are connected over the internet. Is it Internet of Things or not? Can anyone tell me? Okay. So actually, this is not Internet of Things, the left side diagram, whatever you have seen that the PDAs are connected over the internet, that is not Internet of Things. And the right hand side figure says that the things like refrigerator, watch, a car, keys, or lights, all the things are connected over the internet. Now we are saying that the right side figure is Internet of Things. Why? Because the left side figure, as you see that the PDAs are connected over the internet, all of us have our mobile phone, and each and every mobile Android mobile phone have at least 15 to 18 sensors. Okay, and they are collecting the data and send the data to the cloud for further processing, and we are getting the result in our same mobile phone. Okay, this is fine. So why it is not Internet of Things? Because this is, we are not calling this Internet of Things because already it has some computational ability, right? If you think about a refrigerator, the main task of the refrigerator is cooling, right? So whatever it is there inside your refrigerator, that is the cooling purpose. Okay, so this is not a smart device at that time. If you add some camera or the sensors to measures how many eggs or whatever it is there in your refrigerator, and depends on the climate, it will automatically adjust its cooling system, as well as whatever inside in your fridge, there is a display outside your refrigerator, and it is saying that this are available in your refrigerator, and among them, among using all those ingredients, you may prepare this thing for today's lunch or dinner. Okay, now you may say that this is a smart device, so this is actually called Internet of Things. Okay, so the left side diagram is not Internet of Things, as because already it has some computational ability. Is it new? Actually, it is not new. In 1970s, aircraft communication addressing and reporting system is there. They are communicating with the base stations, and the base stations also communicate with the flight. Okay, so this is not actually new. The term is new. In 1999, British technology pioneer Kevin Aston actually coined this term, the Internet of Things. Okay, so lots of IoT applications are there in the market, and these three are now in commercialization mode. I would like to show you one example of this August Smart Lock.
Hey, don't forget your lunch. See you tonight. Alexa, lock the door. Don't forget, Grandma's coming tonight.
Hey Siri, is the door locked?
Your front door is locked.
So as you see that August Smart Lock, what they did actually, the lock is smart, and you can monitor them from your mobile applications, and you can control them, whatever it is there. And this is actually one applications of IoT device that is already in market. Okay. So how actually IoT works? The first thing is you have to choose one applications, and depending each and every IoT device that actually we are developing that device for a particular purpose. So for that you have to choose your sensors accordingly for that particular purpose. And sensors are actually used to collect the data from the environment or anything else, whatever you are trying to do. And there may be or may not be or some communication community connectivity is there, by which the data, whatever is collecting by the sensors, is sent to the cloud, where actually the data processing unit is there. Data is processed over there, and finally there is some user interface. It may be one mobile applications or it may be one web applications, where we can see that whatever it is collecting from the sensors, we're getting those data. Okay, after processing, this is the main task. So as you see that, if you see the left side diagram, so the vehicles are stuck in a road, okay, in a traffic. So why definitely there is some mishap, and all the vehicles that are following through that road, they're stuck in that uh, traffic. Okay. At that time, there is no sensors are installed in the vehicles. If you see the right side diagram, this is Audi diagram. In Audi, there is already lots of sensors are installed. They're actually collecting the data from the environment, the road condition, the weather conditions. Is there anything happens alongside or on the road? It will collect those data and send those data to the cloud, or it may directly send those data who are following to that path. Okay, directly or via roadside unit. Okay. So by this technology, by this IoT, we can manage the traffic very smoothly. We can develop devices for our livestock health monitoring. We can develop devices for elderly monitoring, like medication reminder, fall detection. Okay, and any emergency, we can find their location using the GPS. Okay, so you can develop device for elderly people. Here is another example of Happy Fork. Is an actually monitoring helps you to if you take your food too fast, it will vibrate gently. Okay, so this is one commercial, very useful commercial device of IoT, Happy Fork. Another one is your beam brush that actually helps you to maintain your daily hygiene routine. Another example is egg minder, sync with your smartphone to tell how many eggs are there in the refrigerator and how many will be going to be bad within few days. Okay, if you think a little bit better, whenever it is empty, automatically it will sync with your any commercial app like a Blinkit or GeoSmart or Amazon or anything else. It will directly order eggs for you. Okay, you can think of that also. So if you see the IoT market share, 40% IoT devices are developed for manufacturing and business, 30% are developed for healthcare unit, and 8% roughly for retail, and 7.7% for security. Okay, if you share the IoT devices are developed throughout this year. So lots of applications are there: smart meter, digital logs, waves, ATMs, smart healthcare, smart vehicles, smart city. The last one is smart dust. Okay, that is also important. I would like to give you insights about smart dust in later on. So other applications are there: smart parking, structural health condition monitoring, traffic congestion, waste monitoring, river floods, smart grid, water leakage. Lots of things you can think of for developing any IoT device. Okay. So can you guess the image? What is this? Anyone? Can you guess? Actually, this is I'm just tell about. This is actually the smart dust. It is actually very tiny, 1 millimeter in size, as you see over there the picture. Okay, so sometimes we may heard that Pakistan aircraft came to India, across the border and came to India, and sometimes we do. Okay, so what do you think? This is intentionally or just this is happens uh, uh, not intentionally like that? Actually, the aircraft cross the border and they throw this type of dust sensor. You cannot visible in your open eyes. It is not possible for you. So lakhs of these dust sensors are thrown away along the boundaries. Okay, and the gateway node are installed in our side, in our case, and in Pakistan or any other border country, they are installing their gateways inside their territory. Okay, and they are monitoring whatever it is going around those territory and collecting the information. It can collect the audio and video both. Okay, so it can be used for surveillance, it can be used for communications. So this is actually, if we see the market share, the smart dust market is expected to reach $392 million by 2032. Okay, with a growing CAGR of 13% roughly. So lots of advantages are there, like improved customer engagement. Sorry. I am audible? Please. I say not audible. Please, anyone confirm I am audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So lots of advantages are there, like improved customer engagement, technology optimizations, reduce waste. Lots of advantages are there. So as a computer science guy or electronics guy, I must say that we have to take care of the IoT disadvantages part smartly. So first thing is your security. So whatever we are doing, whatever we have developed some IoT devices, like we have developed one IoT device for a medical purpose. Okay, so they actually collecting the data of a human being and send those data to the cloud for further processing. There must be some machine learning algorithm will be there, and they are predicting if there is some disease is there and their score or confidence level. Okay, so before so you're developing that device, it is very okay, no problem, but it should be protected, right? So security must be there because you are collecting one personal data. Okay, so whenever we are developing some IoT device, that device just try to put some security over there. Okay, and next one is our privacy. Okay, so as you see, as we told that before already, I have told that our mobile phone have 15 to 18 sensors. So knowingly or unknowingly, they are collecting the data from the environment and send those data to the cloud. Okay, so without our permissions, they are collecting those data and send those data to the cloud. Okay, one student is saying that yes sir, I am there in your class, but you forget to give me the attendance. But actually if we see his or her GPS location, he is in the cinema hall. Okay, so knowingly and unknowingly your privacy is getting hampered, so we have to think about that thing. And the third one is your complexity. Okay, so day by day, lots of IoT devices are developed. So lots of data are there. You are collecting them from the environment and send those data for further processing. But you have to think of how you can manage all those data smartly. For that, actually, big data comes into market to manage all these large amount of data, whatever you are collecting from the environment. Okay, complexity. And the last one is your compliance. So whatever you have developed, you have go for patent and patent is granted. Now the next step is your commercialization. So before commercialization, before doing business, you have to follow all these rules stand followed by government of India, governance, regulations, transparency, policies, laws, and requirements. So all these compliances you have to meet before that device comes into market for business. So you have to take care of all these disadvantages part of IoT. So as you see that IoT, most the challenges are insufficient testing and updating, concern regarding data security and privacy. Already I have told. Software complexity. The devices are very tiny. Actually, most of the time we are doing the IoT device using Arduino or Raspberry Pi. Okay, so very tiny device. So you have to think of how you can manage, how you can write an algorithm to do this job. Okay, data volumes and interpretations, integrations with AI and automations will be there. Devices require a constant power supply, which is also difficult part, and the interactions and short range communication, we are facing some difficulties over there also. So we have to take care of all these challenges before developing one IoT device. So now coming to the things. What is things in Internet of Things? So things is nothing but anything that may be my pen. So in pen, we may add some sensors. There may be some actuators, some communication device may be there or may not be there. Some memory, one CPU, that is actually in our case Arduino or Raspberry Pi, and some power, that is actually battery or solar power, or you may think anything else also. So this becomes, all these modules becomes one smart object. Okay, this is actually your smart thing. So lots of sensor types are there: active sensor, passive sensor, invasive, non-invasive, contact, non-contact. So all lots of sensor types are there nowadays. Position sensor, occupancy, motion sensor, velocity, temperature, force, flow, humidity, light, radiation, chemical, biosensor. Lots of sensors are there in the market. Like few examples are over seen over here: pressure, ultrasound, tilt, infrared, camera, analog temperature sensors. So lots of sensors nowadays are available in the market. So this one example, this sensors actually biodegradable sensors. This actually developed by NDSU team. This is actually patented first biodegradable sensors for smart farming, that is developed by NDSU. What does it do? Actually, these biodegradable sensors are mixed with seeds in the seed cut and planted beneath the soil along with the seeds. And whenever the truck is going over there, it will collect the data from the gateway, from the sensors to the gateway. Okay. So there is actually, if we see the details, there is no battery technology. Okay. So the circuit and antenna pattern is printed over a substrate. Okay. And it will die within 2 to 3 months, and sometimes it will go beyond that also. It is actually completely biodegradable sensor that is developed by NDSU team. Already I have told you, our smartphone have 15 to 18 sensors: proximity, magnetometer, accelerometer, humidity, moisture, microphone, fingerprint, gesture, lots of things, GPS, camera. So all these sensors are already available. So knowingly, unknowingly, that is collecting data from the environment and send those data to the cloud. Okay. So if you see this diagram, how actually IoT grows. Okay. So in 2025, it is projected that 34 billion devices will be there, along with IoT and non-IoT. IoT means whatever I am saying, and non-IoT means the PDAs, okay, the laptops, mobiles, that is the non-IoT part. So now the question is, IoT resulting in address crunch. Why? Because if you think of an IoT device, you are trying to collect some data from the environment, that is okay, but you have to put some connectivity, right? So for that you have to provide some IP. So IP means IPv4. Okay. So IPv4 means 2 to the power 32. That means 3.4 billion approx. So 3.4 billion IP addresses, IPv4 addresses are available in the market. and estimated 35 billion devices by 2025. So how will you manage those things? So sometimes for that, what we did sometimes some, all of you heard about the IPv6. So we are using IPv6 addressing in some cases, but the problem is that if whenever it is there for IPv6 address, it is okay, no problem. But whenever you connect with the outside, then there will be some network address translator, which actually convert this IPv6 to IPv4 for communications. Okay, so it will take some time. So there is some additional complexity you are adding with your system. Okay? And sometimes we manage by local monitoring, okay, local networking. And finally the gateway is there. There is only one additional one IP address is there in the gateway that is collecting all the data from the other nodes and send those data to the cloud for further processing. So we have to manage our IP address smartly so that each and every device are connected over the internet, and you are collecting the data. You have to collect those data from the environment. So you have to manage your IP address smartly. Okay. So I am already talking about this. The second part is already we have heard about the sensors. The second part is your actuators. So what this does actually, actuators means, so we have 5 sensors, all of us, and this is my brain. All we have 5 sensors, and this is actually our actuator. So now one mosquito is biting in my leg, so automatically my hands move to that locations. So that is actuators. So that means from my university, now I am trying to on the AC in my home. So there must be some actuators which actually trigger the switch on of my AC. Okay, so that is actually the actuator does. So lot of actuator types are also there. Okay, so mechanical actuators, electrical, electromechanical, electromagnetic, hydraulic. So lots of actuators types are there. Depends on your applications. You have to choose your actuators as you choose your sensors. Right? So the recent trend is the size is decreasing, power consumption is decreasing, processing power is increasing, communication capabilities are improving nowadays, and communication is being increasingly standardized. Okay, so these are the trends in smart object nowadays. Now the communication criteria. So we have sensors, we have actuators, we have chosen all these things. Now we have to choose some communications if required for your case. It may not be required. Sometimes you may not be required for communication for IoT device. Sometimes it requires. That depends on your applications. So actually, the lots of communications protocols are there in the in if you think of a short range communication, you may use Bluetooth. Medium range communication 802.15.4 ABGN, okay, PLC or Zigbee like things. Or for long range communication, you have to choose 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, okay, or you may think of LoRa as well. So depends on your communication range. You have to choose your communication protocol. And the next part is IoT associated technology. If you think of one is already I have told you, the big data, software defined network, 3G, 4G, CPS, cyber physical system, telemedicine, machine to machine, Internet of Vehicles, smart grid, cloud. So all these things are associated technologies. You have to know the little bit about all of these things so that your device will be effective. It will be do some effective job in society for society. Okay. And the next part is web of things. So what is web of things? So this is the two diagram. The left side guy is saying that I hate my life, but the right side guy is saying that easy peasy, my life is very easy. Okay. So the left side, that is actually a diagram of a hotel where you may think of 100 rooms are there, and each and every room is equipped with at least 10 sensors, 10 IoT devices like smart AC, smart TV, smart light, okay, smart coffee machine. So 10 IoT devices are there and 100 rooms. Okay. For each and every IoT devices, there is only one applications, one mobile application or one web applications is there. So think of 100 rooms and 10 IoT devices in each room. So 1000 IoT devices are there in a hotel. Okay. So for a manager, it is very tough to manage all the applications or the web applications to manage all these 1000 IoT devices. That's why the manager is saying that I hate my life. But the right side guy is saying that easy peasy, as because all the sensors, the 10 sensors in each room, hundreds or thousands in a one window. He can see, he can hear, he can monitor all the IoT devices in one window. That is hotel control center is there. From a single window, he can see whatever it is going on in which conditions. Okay. So that's why it is saying that easy peasy. So whenever we are talking about smart university or smart college, so you have to finally build this web of things, otherwise it will be very difficult for a person to control all the IoT devices, right? This is one another challenging part of IoT. Now coming to the industrial IoT, so that's actually I am not talking about all this robot. I am talking about this large manufacturing unit, okay, or it may be windmill, it may be water barrage. So if you see the large manufacturing unit where you have put lots of lakhs of sensors actually are over there. They are actually collecting whether your product, whatever it is developed, it is good or bad, and the count how many you have developed as you have produced, and as well as it can monitor the condition of your machineries. Okay. It will be in which conditions, is there any fault or like that. You can monitor that thing using your IoT devices. Okay, that's why this market share is growing very fast for manufacturing or business. And if you think of this windmill, so depends on your on air pressure and the direction of air, it will automatically adjust the blade. Okay. And the water barrage as well, as you can control that thing using it depends on the water level, it will automatically close how much, and open, it will automatically do that thing without any human intervention. So industrial IoT is not a new discipline, it actually evolution of existing technology, as you see in this case. So industry 1.0, that is in first, that is actually 18th century manufacturing loom, where actually introduction of mechanical production of equipment driven by water and steam power. Okay. In the 19th century, end of 19th century, industry 2.0, where actually electric energy is comes into play. And in quarter 4 of 20th century, that is actually industry 3.0, where PLC, robots, IT to automation production, all these things are comes into market. In industry 4.0, IoT, cyber physical systems, augmented reality, real-time intelligence are there to control these things, the industry. Okay. So benefits of IoT, lots of benefits are there. So few are written over here. Monitor their overall business process, improve the customer experience, save time and money, enhance employee productivity, integrate and adapt business models, make better business adoption decisions, and generate more revenue. That is the main part, generate more revenue by doing all these things. So if you think of broad research area of IoT, you may think of the health. Okay, so this is one applications of elderly people monitoring. You may think of telemedicine. Okay, you may think of one kiosk in any rural area where doctors are not present. So some technicians are measuring all the parameters of a human being, and that will actually collect all the data and do some machine learning algorithms and suggest some medicines or some more investigations, or it may send those data to the raw data to the doctors, and they would prescribe some medicines, depends on the parameters of a human. You may think of agriculture for your crop monitoring. Okay, so lots of research are doing in this field nowadays. Government of India is also encouraging these things. You can think of IoT devices for your agriculture. Okay, you can monitor the full farm. There may be livestock. There may be machineries for your crop or anything, any other livestock monitoring devices. So all these things may be connected over the internet, and you can control them remotely. Okay, you can develop your HIT smart by doing these smart attendance systems or using RFID tags. Sometimes it is there already. And you can think of smart library. Okay, already I have talked about this thing: traffic monitoring, traffic management using IoT devices. Okay, this is actually traffic light monitoring using IoT. Okay, so you can develop smart home. Nowadays we're using Alexa, please switch on the light. Okay, dim the light to 50% intensity. So all these things are under smart home. Okay, you can think of IoT devices for retail purpose, waste collection unit for IoT devices, for pollution control, air pollution control. So we are trying to develop the city smart, where each and every devices are connected, and they are smart enough. Okay, without human intervention, they can do a lot. Now, coming to the final part, that is your patent registration procedure for patent registrations in India. Some of you know, some of you may not. Before doing that, if you see the statistics, so MNCs lead the IoT patent filing in India. Okay, so 70% of IoT patents in India were filed by MNCs and Indian international startups. Okay, and 7% patents were filed by the Indian companies and startups, and the rest are we, the individuals. Okay, so among them, only 40% of IoT patents have been granted. So why it is not granted, I'll say you later. The next slide probably. So 90% of the granted patents were filed by the MNCs. Among 40%, 90% are by the MNCs. Okay. So 6,000 IoT patents are filed in India over 9 to 19. Okay. So among them, if you see the last statistics, 40% of the IoT patent filed in India were first filed in US. So originated in the US first. And 30% of the IoT patent were filed by the electronics and electrical equipment manufacturers, followed by semiconductor device manufacturers, which occurred for over 20%. Okay, and 30% of the patents were filed by IT and ITES companies only. Okay. So why it is not granted? So before telling that thing, so what actually patent is? That is actually our intellectual property. No one else can manufacture the product without your permission. Someone can pay you royalty. You can block competitors as well. So after 20 years, technology goes to the public domain, then anyone can develop that product. So the main basic criteria for patentability is novelty. They should have some novelty, non-obviousness, and some industrial applications must be there. Okay, without this thing, your IoT device may not be patented. I'm not going into the details of the terms. So these are the laws, some laws, okay, under invention non-patentable under section 3. So lots of things are written over here: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. You may go on through later on. I will share this PPT if required. And mostly as a computer guy or electronics guy, we 100% there is one cos 3k. Okay, as you see that a mathematical or business method or a computer program per se or algorithms are not patentable in India. Okay? It is, you may copyright that thing, you may copyright your algorithm, you may copyright your data set, you may copyright your computer program. That is, you may copyright your mathematical model or business model. That is okay, but you cannot patent. You cannot file patent. Okay, it will be rejected directly because this is not not under law in government of India law. So for you have developed one IoT device, so you have to answer smartly. Okay, so you have filed one patent, and lots of so after a few months, you are getting the first examination report. Okay? Like in journal, there is some uh, review report is there. Okay? So this thing here, it is called first examination report. As a computer guy, you have seen 3K because you have used computer program or algorithm. So in reply, you have to say that you have developed one IoT device. So lots of sensors, one microcontroller, it may be Arduino, it may be Raspberry Pi is there. To run those hardware devices, you have to use one computer program or algorithm. Okay? So in one line, it will be addressed. So after that, it will be granted 100%. So 3K, mostly we suffer with 3K. That's why I have said these things. So before 2007, July 20, physical filing at the patent office, you have to go to the patent office for, nowadays it is also there, but you can go for e-filing as well from your home. So for that, you have to have one digital signature device to validate your patent filing. So depends on your territorial jurisdictions, you have to file your patent. Okay, so main 4 patent offices there. One is Chennai, then Mumbai, Delhi, and one is in Kolkata. So depends on your territory. So you have to file your patent in that office only. So first thing is I am showing this complete flowchart of patent filing to granting. So first thing is filing of patent applications, sometime with complete applications and sometime with provisional specification. Because we have one idea, we have developed something, but we have not completed yet. But I guess someone maybe do that thing, and he may got patent on that device before me. So for that, sometimes we are filing provisional specification. Okay, and sometimes we do, if it is completed, then we are filing complete specification. Okay, and then after filing complete specification, you have to you may request for early publications. If we put that request for early publications using Form 9, it will publish within a week, and it is available for all over the internet in IP India website. If anyone have some infringement in your work, they may oppose you. Okay, if it is not, then okay, then you may go for request for examination using a Form 18 or Form 18A for expedite examination. So in expedite examination, what it does actually within that is actually prioritize your examination process. Okay, so for that, for individual case, there should have one female applicant, otherwise you cannot file 18A expedite examinations. Okay, so after examinations, you have received FER, first examination report. So after issuance of first examination report, you have a window of 6 months. So within that 6 months, you have to reply them along with the modified specification, modified claims, all these things. So this is only you may got only one chance for modifying whatever you are saying in your first complete specification. Okay, you may have one chance, you may do that thing, you may do some modification, not the total modification, you cannot do that thing. You may do a little bit modifications as requested by the examiner, okay, or the patent controller, and you have to again file all the modified version and modified claim, all these things, and modified figures sometimes, okay, over the IP India website, and they will recheck it, and finally they may grant, may not grant, and sometimes they are calling for hearing. Okay, hearing is the another term. In hearing, they actually, in online hearing, you have to convince you. Actually, what does it do? The controller actually does not satisfy with your first examination report reply. That's why he or she is called for a meeting. That is actually hearing, actually a meeting, a very simple meeting over the Gmeet or Webex, and you have to elaborate whatever you are doing. Okay, and finally, after doing that hearing process, within 15 days, you have to write down one hearing report, whatever we have discussed over there with the patent controller, and you have to written one note, and again we have to file, we have to upload that thing in the IP India website, and it will take 1 or 2 months to verify those things by the patent controller, and finally it will be granted. Okay. After hearing, rejection is ratio is very less. After hearing, mostly it will be granted. Okay, this is the whole process of patent filing to patent granting. Here is few examples. We have developed one IoT devices for water quality monitoring. Okay, so basically 5 sensors are there: pH, flow sensor, TDS, pressure, temperature, along with one GPS module is there. So it looks like one CPU. Okay, so one is water inlet is there, water outlet is there, so no water loss is there. So one processor, one display unit is over there along outside the outside that box. It will show the conditions of the water, as well as it will save the data locally. If sometimes for the connectivity issues where we may lose some data, that's why we have put one local storage unit over there, and one transmitting unit for send those data to the cloud, and the remote in the web applications, in the runtime, in each and every seconds we have seen whatever it is going on, the water quality. Okay, so this device actually developed in IIST Sipur, and it is till date it is running over there. Okay, and it is granted in 2021. Another device we have developed, the same device, that is actually for the mining area. Okay, so in mining area, lots of surge are there. Okay, so whenever we are putting the sensors, we are floating the sensors on the chamber, water chamber, and they are collecting the data and send the data to the cloud or in a local SD card. But there's lots of surge are there, and there in few minutes all the sensors are covered by the surge, and we are not getting the data. So for that, what we do, we have a cone structure is we have developed, and the sensors are put it in 45-degree angle, and there is one water valve is there. Whatever it is a surge limit, there we have put some surge limit. If there is some certain limit, automatically this outlet is open, and the surge is gone away, and automatically it will be again off, and we are collecting the data by these sensors easily. Okay, and it will be this will be granted in the last year 2024. This is one another patent for from my thesis work. This is one novel forwarding technique for vehicular communications. It will be granted in 2024 as well. So this one device we have developed for health condition monitoring device. 9 sensors are there, and processing unit, local display unit, memory unit, all these things are there. And finally, we have developed one web applications. We're seeing that these diseases and their confidence level, heart block, Parkinson, neurodegenerative diseases, disorders, or COPD, asthma, stroke. So all these things we have developed, and it is granted in 2024. So health condition monitoring device. So another one device that is also for mining area. So in mining area, so dumpers are moving over there. Okay, and what they did after going the dumper, so the big dumper, so lots of dust over there. Okay, PM 2.5, PM 10, so lots of dust over there, and for the dust they are going inside our lungs, and lungs diseases are common for mining area. So for that, what we did, we have developed one air quality monitoring device. Okay, the main part of the device is we are collecting the we are measuring actually the dust quantity PM 2.5 and PM 10. Okay, and that air quality device is installed in a pole. Okay, in a pole of 100-meter range, and it will after the going the dumper, it will automatically collect those data. And we have we have connected this device with a sprinkler system. Okay, so whenever it is beyond the certain range, automatically the sprinkler is on and the dust are neutralized. Before that, they do the same thing. We have seen that the KMC vehicles in the afternoon, they are spraying water, whatever they are in the out in the small plant alongside the road. Okay, so they're doing that thing for neutralize those dust, but there is no control over there. So dumper is moving there in 9 a.m. and the water vehicle is moving there in 9:30. So already within this 30 minutes, so lots of PM 2.5 and PM 10 dust are inside our lungs, and we are facing the lungs problem in the mining area. So it will be granted in this year. This one device that is under examination right now. So this is actually haze and rain removal for enhanced video surveillance. Okay, so when nowadays we're using video camera CCTV cameras for a security purpose. So in rain or haze in rain or any in the winter, we cannot see whatever it is going on smoothly. Okay, so for that we have captured those data, or captured those videos. We have put some machine learning algorithm over there for dehazing those images actually. Okay, it is actually under examination right now. This is another device that is actually weed detection and removal rover is there. That is actually there is one camera that is actually collect the picture of a field, and if there is some weed, the herbicide container automatically sprinkle some herbicide over there. Okay, this is used for precision agriculture. This is also under examination right now. This is another device we have developed for autonomous beach cleaner. So this is autonomous rover. There is two shovel. So one is for biodegradable, another one is non-biodegradable. It will automatically segregate those things, and there is two container, and depends on whatever it is biodegradable, so it is going to the biodegradable part. If it is non-biodegradable, it is going to the non-biodegradable part. Okay, this is also under examination right now. So this is few references. So whatever I am saying, I have prepared the PPT. This is the references for that. So now I have told you the all about the IoT. We are developing smart city. So each and every device there should have some sensors. So smart city, so IoT Internet of Things. So can you please tell me, is there any sector in business or any private life where the internet is of no relevance? So the whole no, more than 45 to 50 minutes we are showing about the internet, sensors. So all of these things should be added some sensors. Okay, so we had have some internet. So can you please tell me about some sectors where the internet is of no relevance or internet of things have no relevance? Actually, in your private life, whenever you are talking with your mates, there's you cannot install there any internet of thing device that actually harm your privacy. And another thing is that whenever the high officials of our security personals over their meeting room, you cannot install CCTV cameras or any IoT devices over there because it may be sometimes a threat to us. Okay. So thank you all for listening this brief introduction of IoT and followed by patent filing. So if you have any questions, you may ask.
Thank you so much for delivering such an informative session, sir. I am sure that all the participants found it highly insightful and useful. And the way you explained the sensor integration with real-world IoT applications, that was truly commendable. Thank you, sir, for sharing your expertise. Sir, is there any question, public? Sir, actually no questions are there in chat box.
Okay, okay. So I think
So,
uh, okay. So
okay,
thank you once
sir,
again.
before you leave the meeting, I just want to share my screen. Just a small
Okay.
token of appreciation and gratitude.
If you face any difficulties for developing your IoT devices, you may mail me. Okay. So we will definitely I or my team will help you.
Okay, sir, is the certificate visible?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
Thank
sir,
you so much.
we will email the certificate to you.
Okay, thank you. So I'm leaving.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
So, on that note, we are concluding the session for the second day of the APP. We request all the participants to join tomorrow's session at 3 p.m. And the meeting link will be shared in the WhatsApp group prior to the commencement of the session. And the attendance form that already has been shared in the chat box of both Google Meet and YouTube chat box. And that form will remain live until 5 p.m. So thank you to all the participants for attending today's session. See you all in tomorrow's session. Have a nice day.